Minecraft is a game that is full of fond memories that we have all enjoyed. It's a game that is one of, if not arguably the most well-known game today. The once humble beginnings of an unknown indie game to the best-selling video game ever with over 238 million copies is such an incredible feat. People love Minecraft for a large variety of different reasons, such as PvP, sandbox environments, the survivability of the first few nights, or even the obvious options that the title is made up of. But something I think we can all agree on is that we have all fallen in love with this game's audio. Whether it is specific sound effects or the background music that plays at certain points in our adventures, it helps to bring these worlds to life by giving us information about the world around us and can even bring us emotion based on the notes that are playing in the moment. Does a certain song or sound effect take you back to a memory of when you were younger, maybe playing with a friend or sibling, building a base in survival, or even just walking around your beautifully constructed house from the first time you played Minecraft? That is the power of nostalgia that audio can bring to us. Now, I'm pretty sure we are all familiar with most of, if not all, the audio sound effects such as the creeper or enderman effects, right? Well, what if I told you that you haven't heard of many, not even a single time? In the Minecraft audio files, there is audio that may or may not be in the game at all, unless using alternative means like commands. Well, let me introduce you to Minecraft's forgotten audio files. Before we get into it, I just want to say that for many of these it is unknown exactly when they were made or cut. I tried to get more information on a few of these but was limited by the presented information, so a lot of this is mainly going to come from the Minecraft wiki. But anyway, let's get into it. Birds chirping. The first cut piece is a clip of birds peacefully chirping. Have a listen. It is unclear when this was created, but I am not sure why this was cut. I think this would have added a lot to the world, and just make it feel more lively. However, I would understand if Mojang wouldn't want it in, since it would be strange since there are no birds in the game at all, except for the parrots that can be found in the jungles, or the floating zombie manta rays if you want to call them a bird that sadly, well, exist. Ocean. This one sounds like how you would pretty much expect with the waves crashing down. This is another one that would have added a nice ambiance to the game world as you would walk along one of the many shores. But I can also understand how this one was cut primarily for the reason that the crashing of the waves sound effect would have fit in if Minecraft had waves that would crash, but also it could be hard to work out waves that would fit with the Minecraft world in general and not looking too awkwardly placed. Waterfall. This next one sounds like it could be a jump scare. I've always felt like Minecraft could use a louder waterfalling sound than the one that we have right now currently. Though I love the classic water sound, I do feel like it's strange when the bottom of a 200-foot drop of death sounds the same as drops of water coming out when someone casually goes to wash their hands. But at the same time, the sound effect could get obnoxious if you happen to live near a beautiful sight. Cave chimes. This one is interesting. Remember when I said the waterfall sounds like it could be a jump scare? Well, if that is the case, then the chime set up the anticipation for that jump scare. As if the cave sounds were not already unsettling, these sounds create a feeling of uneasiness in the caves and give off a sense of exploring the unknown to go along with that tone. I'm honestly debating whether they would fit in with the Minecraft cave ambiance that we already have. Let me know what you think. Ghast affectionate scream. This is an odd one. There's not much to say about this one. A ghast affectionate sound makes me think that at one point in an early version of the Nether, Mojang was thinking of making ghast breedable? Possibly, but that's all I have to go on. Classic hurt and breath. I put these ones together since they both relate to the player's character. I love the classic OG Steve sound. It felt like he would react to the world when he gets hurt in any way, and he will express that with emotional feedback. Unfortunately, the classic sound was removed in version 1.6 on the Java edition. I don't know about you, but I would certainly prefer the old Steve sound to the one that we have today, which doesn't actually include Steve's voice, just a slapping sound. Now onto breath. This sound was originally created by Notch back in the early days of Minecraft and would be played upon the player emerging from water. Notch decided to remove it before putting it into the game, maybe because he felt it would feel repetitive after a few minutes of swimming around, or because of its unsettling sound. Which does sound unsettling. There are a few honorable mentions that I didn't think earned a full section to talk about, because there is not much of a story to them that I could find online, but worth a mention. The first is two cut wolf howls that sound very similar to each other, but I could not find anything else about these sounds. The other honorable mention is the 4-cut silverfish sounds that sound like these. These sounds were intended to be played as footsteps for the silverfish when they would move around, but were removed on Java edition for an unknown reason. However, while they have been removed on Java, you can still hear these sounds for the silverfish on the Bedrock version. And there you have it. These were Minecraft's forgotten audio files. It was unfortunate that many of these were either removed or cut, because I can see how most of these could have had a good fit in with the world if a mechanic or two were added. As I mentioned near the beginning of the video, some of these audio can still be played as a command as shown here. If there is anything that you think I missed that should be covered, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I look forward to making more videos like this, so be sure to like and subscribe and comment below if you have any suggestions that I should feature on the next videos. With that said, I hope you learned something new today, and have a good one.